The show is based on journalism in the early 2010s, and that time there was no, of course, online reporting, there was no social media. How do you think the show would have been different if it was set in today?
I would say the base is the same. If it's social media, if it's not social media, the crux of the story, the base of the story is the same. So whatever happened in 2010, the same could have happened now, I feel. If you're put in a situation and if things were supposed to happen the way, it'll happen now also. So I don't think so social media would make any difference. There are so many cases right now with social media also. I mean, people are still suffering.
I think it would have been a very different show, because then it would not have been maybe print. I think because what we were trying to say about journalism and what has happened, I think it would have been more about TV journalism. And I think जब वो news spread होने वाला part, when we were supposed to show that, I think it would have been social media and how people are making memes and reels and TikTok videos about that, and how they are trying to sabotage Jagrati Pathak's character. I think that would have been the zone.
Just
I don't know
highlighted a
it
little bit.
exactly, but I think that would have been, and it would have been maybe a much more pacier show.
Right.
Because of that, because then everything is just like quick and
Right.
in
But
snaps.
I feel a victim would be a victim.
Yeah.
What kind of preparation did you do to get into the character of Jagruti Pathak?
So when I got the role, of course, there was Hansal sir's DA, Ankur Pathak, who's ex-journalist, he had asked me to shadow a crime reporter. So I was shadowing a crime reporter for a week. When I read the script, everything was so detailed and everything was so nicely written that, I understood the graph and I understood what the character is. But when you go to a real cop station, when you see the jail, when you're seeing a real cop, and you're seeing a real crime reporter, everything changes. You just get the idea how the ambience is, how the body language is, how the way they start a conversation. So all these things did help me. I went to the press club also. So I'd gone and met a lot of journalists. They were sitting, chilling, sipping coffee and all that. So I was just understanding what they talk and how they are.
I know many journalists from before, and they are really good friends. So I know the basic world around journalism. But I think the main brief was from Hansal sir. It's like Imran's character is more, the kind of language he uses, it's more like academic language. So but he's using quotes and everything, and he's always talking about ethics and all those things. So there was a concern that he might sound boring. The basic thing that Hansal sir wanted from me was to make him humane. He should sound like a person who's talking in this language, and it's his basic language, and the way we are talking, it should sound like that. So I think the main target was to make Imran as human as possible.
My question to you was going to be, how was it meeting Jigna and what do you think about her? But then you told me that you had not met her at all. So then how did you play her so convincingly?
I think Brunma has done a fab job by writing the way she's written it. And when we read it, I exactly knew what the role of Jagruti Pathak is. And I assumed that I have to meet Jigna Vora, because I am playing her part. And Hansal sir was very clear, no, we are not meeting her at all. Nobody is meeting nobody. You're just doing the way you want to. He just kept a clean picture, a clean slate, and he's like, you just fill the way you want to fill it, And during the end of the shoot, when we were shooting in Ghatkopar, that's when she came on the set, because she got to know that we are shooting. She came with all Gujju food, and she kind of surprised me and Hansal sir. That's how I met her for the first time, and it was very surreal, Sonal, to meet somebody, I'm playing her, and she's live in front of me and I am playing the same part in front of the camera. So it was a very nice feeling to meet her.
Did you have to work on the thick Gujarati accent that you have throughout the show?
No, because I'm a Gujarati, I know how the typical ambience of a Gujarati family house is. So yes, I've tried to, give that little accent which is relatable. And when I'm in the newsroom, I'm totally English and speaking to my editor, speaking to Imran. When I'm in my house, I'm trying to talk more in Gujarati, so it is more convincing and real.
And you had also not met the
Not at
character
all.
that you
The
were based
only
on?
interaction I've had with Hussain Zaidi sir is that message that he sent me after watching my performance. He
Yeah.
really liked it. That is the only interaction.
What did he say?
He said, magnificently sterling performance. And that was, I was like,
Wait, he tweeted,
okay.
right?
Yeah. I posted it on Insta because I was so happy, like, getting a compliment from Hussain Zaidi sir. And yeah, but no, we did not meet, and that is how Ansal sir works.
Yeah.
This is the script. This is, just prepare a character how you would prepare a
Yeah.
character in any fiction or anything. So I never met him.
So you were telling me that you have a lot of editor friends. What do you think about the journalism world right now?
Imran is actually what any editor or journalist should be. Actually, when people are saying, oh, he's such a good man, he's such a great man, this is what I'm saying, that this is a very unfortunate thing that we are thinking of Imran like someone ideal. I think that should be the basic minimum, that you should be standing by your principles. You should not be publishing reports if you are not convinced and you don't know if it is true or not. So I think that should be the case, and the way the show goes, it's like Imran is standing in the center, and you can actually measure how far you have come from the basic idea of journalism. And I completely agree with that.
Karishma, there was a long break from, when you were so active in movies, in TV. Tell me about, how has your kind of journey been between that long break and now?
I was talking to him. I'm like, now what? Yeah, what next? It's the most difficult part to choose now. What I'm going to take up next. I mean, I know I have good friends. I have Hansal sir, I have Zeeshan. I'll pick up the phone and I'll say, should I do this, should I do that? But yeah, I mean, theek hai, I'm right now just enjoying this moment, the present moment. I'm enjoying the success of Scoop. But yeah, my journey has been good. Yes, it has been a little, a lot of ups and downs in my career. But every time I've done any project, I've learned a lot. I've gained a lot of experience. So I'm okay.
And what about this story, this particular story told you that you wanted to be a part of it?
Everything. All the boxes are getting ticked. Netflix, Hansal sir, getting casted by Mukesh Chabra, and it's a real story. There are so many layers to this character. There's so much to play as an actor. There's so much to learn. I hardly knew things about journalism. After reading the script, after understanding, I've learned so much about how y'all work, how is the narrative and all that. It's a lot of respect for y'all.
What about this script told you had to do it?
There was no option of saying no. Mukesh Chabra, he called me that come to my office. I went there. Hansal sir was sitting there. I was like, oh, you are also there. I know he has called you because of my project. I go, okay. So I'm making a show. बना रहा हूँ real उस पे तो ये पता होगा फलाना फलाना मैंने कहा या मैं बोला हाँ तो उसमें एक एडिटर का रोल है कर ले. And I was like, okay, कर लेते हैं. So this is how I said yes. But then when I read the script, I think it is one of the best written script that Hansal sir has worked on. It was beautiful. I was really blown away by the script and obviously Imran's character.
Do you remember anything about that
I
time?
knew about this incident which happened in Powai where a crime reporter was shot in broad daylight. That's about it. I read it.
No, I knew a bit more.
Faintly.
Just that some Jigna Vora has got framed and everything. I knew only that much.
I'm impressed that you admitted that your character is based on Hussain Zaidi, because I thought that was not something that came out evidently unless you knew the insides of the journalism world.
At that time, Hussain Zaidi was the editor of the newspaper Jigna was working for, and it's actually more of fiction with Imran. That is a very important thing, because Imran is actually the voice of the show. All the comments are coming from Imran, and Imran's character is not there in the book. Obviously, it is inspired by Hussain sir. It is not completely based on Hussain sir.
So Karishma, you certainly could not have come out of this unaffected, right? Especially the scenes in the jail and knowing that this happened to somebody in real time. What was it like while you were in this character?
I knew that it's emotionally going to be very challenging, very draining and emotionally high, So I was prepared. And sir was very clear that we'll start with the first scene of frisking. That's linear-wise we went. The moment I entered jail, I took the whole vibe of it and all that. He said that we are doing the frisking scene first. So he already wanted me to feel, he wanted my soul to feel naked and humiliated already. That this is what actually happened to this character, you know. So I was already vulnerable. And after that, we did all the scenes which were in the jail. So every time it left a little impact on me that this is what this character went through.
So are you somebody who takes the character back home, or you're able to disassociate?
Every actor takes something from the character and they give something to the character and they take something. You find a new personality within yourself, and it definitely affects you, it changes you somewhere. I don't think it is possible, for me at least. It is not possible that I'm completely detached from any role I do.
What do you think is Hansal Mehta's strength as a director?
The most important thing I would say is his honesty. He actually, if he feels like telling a story and saying something, then only he makes a show or a film. And I think that is one of the biggest strengths you can have if you are in art. Technically, he's also growing, I would say, and he's becoming much better. His craft is getting so refined. He actually collaborates while making a film or a show. Most of the people say that we are collaborating on this, but it's like, okay, I'm saying this, so do this. He gives an actor complete freedom what to do, and you are in a scene and it feels like that you have choreographed the scene. It feels like that you have made the scene work, but actually it is Hansal. And same with the DOP, with the art team, with the sound, everything. So it's a complete collaboration, and he actually leads from the back. He just sits there. It's like he's not there on the set, but actually he's running the whole set. But you feel like that, okay, you are the main person. You have to do something so that this works. I think that is his biggest strength.
What do you think?
I feel his strength is also his instinct. He goes with his instincts a lot. He also says that this is my biggest strength. He gives you the liberty to make your own graph, to make your own character. He just lets you be. He is like, just feel the character and do. And he lets, you know, the younger generation, you know, which is his DOP and his entire team and all that, just take over and uses their mind also.
Would you say that this is like a completely game-changing show for you in your career?
100%, without a blink, yes, for sure.
For you, those moments have come several times before.
But I think this is still very special. I think I've never got this kind of response in last 12 years. I've had great response. People have really loved my work and appreciated and everything. But I think this could be, it feels like people are calling it the game changer for me also.
For both of y'all, what's been the biggest takeaway from this show?
I've learned a lot about journalism.
Right.
I've gained a lot of experience. I've gained some amazing friends. And yes, I've understood that life is very uncertain. Anything can happen at any time, but still don't lose your focus, you know. Just believe in yourself.
I'm still getting a lot from Scoop. I'm still actually understanding because I haven't watched this show. So I don't know, but the kind of response I'm getting from people, I think that is something really important right now. I think I found something new as an actor, but एक बार मैं देख लूँगा तो I'll be more confident in talking about that. But I think I tried something, and the way people are reacting, I think that thing has worked. So I'll try and implement that in other shows also.
What's the next thing for both of y'all?
Waiting for a good project to come my way. There are a lot of
Offers.
inquiries and offers have come and all that, but let's see.
So there is one film, Joram. Devashish Makhija has directed it, Manoj Vajpayee and me.
Wow.
Then there is one film, Haddi, that's Nawaz Bhai and me. Then there is KD, that is Abhishek Bachchan and me. Then there is a series, Lal Batti by Prakash Jha, he directed it, Nana Patekar and me.
Wow.
And
This is a lot of like...
I'm telling you.
Then there is
Heavyweights.
one show, Canada. There is one Punjabi actor, Parmesh Verma. He's there, I'm there. And
Thank you.
Thank you,
for your
Sonal.
time.
Thank you very much.